Hello, everyone. It's Mark Gilliard again, and I want to welcome you to your new favorite song here on AIM Country Music Television. My guest today is Cali Tucker. This Nashville native is the very definition of country royalty. The daughter of country artist LaCosta Tucker, the niece of another legend, Tanya Tucker, she's been around country music her entire life, and she's made it her own. Cali is a regular Las Vegas headliner and still embracing country music. She is the very embodiment of Nash Vegas. I don't need to tell you that she's beautiful. You can see that for yourself. But Cali is much deeper than that. She wants to encourage you to inspire to more, but at the same time take ownership of the person you already are, to enjoy the finer things while being humble to your core, to really love dressing up, but be completely at home in your jeans and t-shirt and pulling up in the old pickup. She's a singer, a songwriter, performer, and fashionista. Cali's here today to talk about her new release, Country Couture. So let's get her in here right now to talk about what might just be your new favorite song. Welcome to the program, Cali.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's really nice to meet you today.
It's
Well,
wonderful to meet you.
well, thank you. To say the least, you've got a story to tell. Your mom is LaCosta Tucker, making her sister, Tanya Tucker, your aunt. So you're practically royalty around here. But I'd still love to have you give us the full resume.
Sure. Well, let's see. I grew up in Nashville and when I was a kid, my mom and my aunt toured and we all the kids, from my aunt's kids and me and my brother, we would all be on the bus as little kids, going backstage, hanging out during sound check and then like going out on stage during the show and waving at the crowd. And so I know that, that played a big part into what I'm doing today and imprinted on me at a young age, being a singer and performer. And I give my aunt and my mom all the credit for that. So I'm pretty lucky I got to grow up in that kind of world.
Sure. Yeah. What is it like growing up in a family like that? I mean, how early did they like have you do guest stuff, like where you come on and sing a song with them or that kind
Oh,
of thing?
single digits. I mean, before I started school, roughly around like 7 years old, we were doing just that. We were on the road with them, and they had us do sweet little appearances at I think the Jimmy Rogers Festival and just I don't know, just different shows. I vaguely remember a lot of it, but I remember it being such a special time and something as simple as just like sleeping on the bottom bunk. That's where we would sleep, and the engine would hum us to sleep. And it's now made me where I only want to drive diesel trucks. So
That's
I
funny.
love I love the sound of diesel trucks and yeah, those were really magical moments. And I mean, I really do think that if it hadn't been for that experience, because I think what a big part of made me wanting me to do music was the opportunity to travel and how magical that was, just showing up a different city, different group of people, and getting to spread joy to them every single night. Like you never go into a show. There was never a situation where there was a show or a crowd that it wasn't full of just this beautiful energy and joy and happiness. And I mean, I was addicted at such a young age. And it I say this a lot, like it's more than just a passion. It is straight up an obsession now. It's an addiction to be able to do that. And the fact that I do get to do it every single night, especially here in Las Vegas, is a dream come true. And yeah, getting to put out music now, that I'm super proud of, and it's a super exciting time. So I'm happy to share it with everyone.
Did you have any idea at the time how special that actually was, or was it just so much your regular life that this is normal, not even knowing what you were involved with?
No, I think I did know how special it was because I saw what normal families did. I kind of knew that. I don't know. But I definitely felt like this was something unique that not everybody was getting to experience. And I didn't take it for granted. Like I was very humbled in that fact, even
That's fantastic.
it was. I can't say, I mean, and yeah. Um, and as human beings, like my mom and my aunt are the greatest people on the planet. You know what I mean? Like she's my aunt, she's my mom, and we're just family. But I think it's the profession. It's that is what was unique and special, and something that I knew that was like different than any other family, getting to experience those things and having those stories. I didn't have the same stories as the other kids, growing up. I didn't have the same experiences, although my childhood was lovely and wonderful. There's I mean, it was a very normal childhood. I mean, but at the same time, we had these amazing things we got to do it, when we weren't, doing school or other activities or family stuff. Pretty neat. So
I love
yeah.
that. Well, you're obviously really competitive. You've been in beauty pageants. You were what, Miss Teen All-American.
Yes,
You
yes,
did well on season 6 of The Voice on Blake's team, I believe,
yes, yes.
and now you're headlining all over Vegas. The music business is really competitive, and I'm
Very.
guessing your competitive nature really plays as an asset here. How has that part of the journey been for you? How long have you been? How long have you been doing music as all I'm going to do?
When I going back to like the beauty pageant times, that was something I thought was really going to be helpful for me. And as I got older and got out of that whole circuit, it was really fun. I do love being competitive, and it really is more of in anything that I've ever done, it's really more of a competition with myself. And it really has nothing to do with anybody else. And that especially includes music. Like, I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm just trying to be the very best that I can be. As cliche as that sounds, but it's like, what is it that I bring to the table that's different? And how can I make waves in an industry where, you know, especially in a genre that, it's country, and it's kind of a straightforward thing. But now I feel like in this day and age, country is such a beautiful open door of different genres, all kind of, accumulated into one. And I think there's space for all these different sounds that we can bring into country music. So like pop music and a little bit of hip hop. I love being able to incorporate that into my music and sharing that with fans, and like letting them know, like, this is really, like, this is who I am. This is me. But yeah, the music industry is competitive, but it also isn't. Like, you're just putting out music that you like and feel like, represents you, and you hope that people appreciate it, and you hope that people like it. And that's really all you can do. You know?
Yeah, be the best Cali you can be, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to compete with anyone. I'm not trying to be my mom. I don't have her career, have my aunt's career. I want to be able to do the kind of music that makes me happy. And like I said, it's really important to me that people know my personality and understand that I'm not like this untouchable figure of any kind. Like, no matter how successful I were to get, I just want uh, there's just a base of humility with me, that I don't take myself too seriously as a person, but obviously take my music and my career seriously. But I just want people to connect with what I'm doing. And how can I do that if I'm not authentically me in my music? And I love country couture because I live this lifestyle in Vegas. It's very glamorous for the most part, and all these different amazing venues that I get to play. And then I'll go back to Nashville, and I'll be driving the truck, and I'll be, messing with the horses. And I had this lifestyle for many years, from pageants to the horses, and back and forth in between. So I've kind of always lived this country couture lifestyle where it's a little bit of both. Um, and that was such a magical time for me to write that song, and then realize that, okay, this is really special, and this is really going to show people that this is a kind of it's a song that represents like a part of who I am, but it's not all of who I am. So there's more stories that I can't wait to share with people throughout my musical journey and career, that songs that I'll release. But this I thought was an important song to be the first release of this project, and music video that goes along with it. I just want people to know that know my personality, and know that they can connect with me on that level, hopefully.
So are you just naturally kind of a happy person? Because I've kind of looked through some of your sort of videos, and it just seems like you just come across like you're just having such a good time all the time.
I I can't say I'm having a good time all the time. I'm human, for God's sakes. No, I mean, I but there is, like, my whole life is I just want it to feel like a colorful fever dream, and just have fun, and have joy and laughter, and be silly, and don't take yourself too seriously, and life's too short. And I'm just not cool enough to be cool. I'm just not cool, man. I I love laughter, and I love being eccentric, and um I just, I think that, and with that comes like is being completely and utterly fearless of what anyone thinks. And that's a beautiful space to be in as an artist and just as a person. Like, and that's kind of where I've landed because I have been through so much. I have been through hard times. My life has not been a, a silver spoon put in my mouth, which I think a lot of people think because of my family. And even they would say, God dang, we have been through it. Every single one of us has had to claw our way through in whatever, whatever we're going through. But yeah, I mean, and I think that if you can get through some of the hard stuff, you can find that light at the end of the tunnel where you go, ain't it can nothing bother me. And the only thing left is to be joyous and to be happy and to spread that to other people through music and through and social media. And I really love where I've landed in my life. That's all I can say.
Well, we're here to talk about your new release, Country Couture. And honestly, I'm a guy, so I had to look up couture. Expensive, fashionable, usually custom-made clothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
this seems like this song could kind of be your brand name. Why don't you tell us a
And
little bit about this song before we play it?
well, like I said, Country Couture is about me living this two-sided lifestyle from, growing up and doing pageants and wearing all these beautiful gowns, and then being in Las Vegas and wearing beautiful gowns and going to singing at these amazing, exclusive venues. And then, you know, the days where I'm like, you should see me yesterday. Like I was my t-shirt and jeans and I'm out there in the yard. And before that, we had the ranch, we had horses and pickup trucks, and like there was this two flip side of my life. And I thought, I don't know where I coined that phrase, but it came to me one day, and of course I just wrote it in my notes. I'm like, I'm so country couture. And I was like, that's cheeky. I like that. I like that. And I wound up writing the song, taking a break from living in Las Vegas. I wrote it at my mom's patio in Nashville. And country couture is just, it's about obviously like expressing your fashion, whether it's t-shirt and jeans or, couture gowns and everything. But it's also, I want to encourage everybody to want more, to like strive for more. Like if you want that designer handbag and that's really like a dream of yours, go for it. If you're, in a relationship that you're just like, I feel like I've settled. No, let's do better. Let's bring up our self-worth and how we view ourselves, because I think that's going to portray to everyone else. I feel like to lead by example is a really important thing to do, and it's hard, but I would love to lead by example, like saying, hey, listen, I'm as cool as a cucumber with my t-shirt and jeans, but I love my glamorous lifestyle, and I want to be able to have all the nice things that I want out of life. And that it doesn't mean you have to be a gazillionaire. It just means to strive for more and to not settle for just, the basicness of what life really, is. And you got to work really hard.
Yeah,
And
it's a good
yeah,
message. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to play it now. How about you?
I would love that.
Fantastic. You're watching Cali Tucker's video for Country Couture here on AIM Country Music Television.
They call me Boots Good and Barbie, hometown hottie. Got a taste for all the finer things. Did you know I was a beauty queen? Been living the high life, buying what I like. Turning on a dozen big high heels, but if it ain't, I get a real good deal. Hit on Levi jeans, they should put me in a magazine. Don't be jealous of my visa style. I'm still the same as I was. Hands up in my pickup truck. Didn't really even cost that much. And even though I'm not Christian Dior, deep down I'm country couture. I eat my breakfast at Tiffany's, but I don't spend a penny. got a diamond ring. Some say I'm a big deal on my high horse and high heels. Being bougie wasn't my intent, but I'll take it as a compliment, yeah. Hit on Levi jeans, they should put me in a magazine. Don't be jealous of my visa style, I'm still the same as I was. Hands up in my pickup truck, didn't really even cost that much. And even though I love my Christian Dior, deep down I'm country couture. La 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 la, la 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 la. Ooh, oh. Hey, when I drive a Bugatti, it's good for my body, but Rodeo ain't the rodeo. Been living the dream and all of my bling, but underneath, yeah, it's all just for show. Head down, Levi jeans, they should put me in a magazine. Don't be jealous of my visa style, I'm still the same as I was. Hands up in my pickup truck, didn't really even cost that much. And even though I love my Christian Dior, deep down I'm head down, Levi jeans, they should put me in a magazine. Oh, no, my visa style, I'm still the same as I was. Didn't really even cost that much. And even though I love my Christian Dior, deep down I'm country couture. I'll be always, always and forever, I'm forever country couture. I'll be always, always and forever, I'm forever country couture. I'll be always, always and forever, I'm forever country couture. I'll be always, always and forever, I'm forever country couture.
Wow, you're a natural for video. I love the way you juxtapose all the high fashion with your jeans and muscle shirt, although you probably don't call the feminine version a muscle shirt. But
Muscle,
t-
muscle.
tell us about
Okay.
making the video, your actors, producer, videographer, all that.
Oh, well, yes. So before I even get into that, my producer for the actual song is Gahara PK Degadenzi out of LA, and my co-writer is Trisha Batani, also out of LA. They're family to me now. They've been supportive and of me for years now, and we've been working together for a while. So it's
And
been
they
great.
are well known in the industry. You have some big
Yeah.
time people working with you on those. Those
Yes.
guys are
So
something else.
yeah, PK is Grammy nominated. Trisha and him are both platinum selling songwriters. So I'm very fortunate. Very, very grateful to have them in my life and in my corner. We make a great team. And as far as my music video, the production company is called Quantum Arc Media. The director is Dustin J. Robinson, and the producer is Michael Forche. He'll kill me. I never say his name right. I need to like write it down in. But they are such a good that team is so incredible, and they're based out of Las Vegas. It took me a really hot second to find them because I'd go into this rabbit hole because for some reason in Las Vegas in particular, there just didn't seem to be a lot of production companies that had an extensive background in music video, and the Quantum Arc did, and I was so lucky to find them. I tell you what's really interesting is like, I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed to a label, which I want to be, because this is a lot of work to do on your own. It's a lot, and I'm completely self-funded, and I'm super proud of that fact. But it's definitely tough. But to be able to have creative control over every single little aspect was it was a 2-day shoot, and it was the most magical ever. We shot it at the Clark County gun range north in North Las Vegas, and then the second scenes that you see inside with a chandelier, that's actually done at the Tropicana at the Havana Room, which is now no longer. They just tore it down. So the fact that I got to have this video immortalized, the Tropicana and Havana Room, like, amazing. I'm so proud of that I got to do that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, and I wore 32 outfits. in this
I
video.
didn't count them, but I knew it was a whole stack of them.
Well, the 32 outfits actually didn't make the final cut. But there were 32 planned outfits for this whole thing, and it was wild. And a lot of them were my mom's vintage dresses that she wore during her time in the 60s and 70s. One of the pink dresses I wore, she sang for Colonel Sanders, and he wound up signing the bottom of this dress, like iconic dresses. And then some were for my pageant days, some were for my 8th grade proms. Like I got to reuse a lot of old dresses that were really, really special to me. The video was fun, and it was a magical experience.
Well, and it came out so good. I think the whole thing makes it, makes you feel good. They're just starting with, how much joy you bring to the mix, but yeah, the whole thing just comes out making you kind of happy, tapping your feet, and kind of wanting to play that guitar part over a couple more times.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, Jeff France is my guitar player, and he is stellar. I've known him for, God, I feel like 20 years at this point. Like he was from Nashville. He's actually here in Las Vegas now, and he's a great guitar player. But yes, the whole production is so much fun. The video is so much fun. And I hope it puts a smile on people's faces, and people just rock out and have a good time, dance to it, sing to it. It's just a fun song.
It is, yeah. Well, I see you're playing Vegas tonight, so how about telling us where to find you on stage, but also where to find you online and where we can buy or listen to all this music?
So I make it really easy. Just go to CaliTucker.com. That's CaliTucker. I've got an option for you guys to subscribe, and you guys can get notifications on when I'm playing and news and upcoming things that are happening with me. But at the bottom, you've got all these handles for all my social media. Click on them, it'll take you straight there. If you go to my Instagram, Cali Tucker Music, I've got my link tree right there. Will take you to all of those other places. So very easy to find. So you just gotta type in my name. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, you're one of the ones that's pretty easy to find. You pop up as soon as you type it in.
Well, there's not a lot of Callies out there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty easy. Don't tell anybody. I'm not that easy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks for coming on the show today, Cali. It's really been fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And being able to share my music with you and your viewers means a lot. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome. We were glad to have you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Cali Tucker.
Bye.
So what do you guys think? Is Country Couture going to be your new favorite song? This has been Mark Gillia for AIM Country Music Television. Thank you for watching.